come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney! Leopard, Leopard!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 57 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Detroit! Gone! Watch it now, Barney!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a pickup of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on first down. Murray finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. Forced, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Gone, gone.
On third down, Murray. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw again, Murray. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Murray now. Under pressure, and he'll go down. sacked back at the 31. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me,
I know
huh?
you like to mix it up with
like
sports.
That. They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that
really
one.
good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, we're going to get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they're going option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot! Hot! Hot!
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And they'll go on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Murray to Barkley on the check down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Detroit! Detroit!
On third down. That's Stone. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And on the ground they go with the running back. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Murray. Flushed out right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves? And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And they'll run it here. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. And he's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
They'll
run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Hot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, that was their third sack of the ball game. Second in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. Sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On 1st and 10, Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Operating from the gun, Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
So a good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll throw now on the final play. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. Touchdown, Chicago. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They'll start out on the ground as Saquon Barkley. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on third down, Murray. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. And in this weather, I know you weren't a quarterback. You were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things, and each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends on whether they want to wear a glove, not wear a glove. How cold is it? You know, all those things go into it. But it goes to everything else. Keeping your footing when you're running routes. Supposedly you have the advantage as a receiver because you know where you're going, but that's not easy as well. Finally, just locating the ball when it finally comes through the snow. Kids love snow. Players, not so much at times.
On first down, Murray throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because They have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throwing right in, that's complete. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
Here's Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed.
Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13.
No, check! Patriot! Patriot!
We got trips over here. Trips over here. Let's go.
Gone! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays.
Yeah.
They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Gone! Gone! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tailback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
On 3rd and 2, Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Lucky 56.
From the gun, Murray. He is going to find Hill here. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Detroit!
Yeah, after that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Looking to throw. Murray escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, and this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his first throw here is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Flex round! Flex round!
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Flushed out right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun, Murray. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Here's Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Saquon Barkley, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Back to throw here. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down. The Bears on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Hey, 18. Come on out here. Go get some. Lock in.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. Play action. Now Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first down. Murray. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Detroit!
From the gun, Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10.
Lucky 56.
Throwing again. Murray. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the gun, Murray. He's got it. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now they'll run on the draw. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Now it's Trubisky. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Dobbs now on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A huge play that time for the Rams. 58 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Back to throw. Murray. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over, 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 over.
From the gun, Murray. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. As his guys are in for 6, and the Rams add on to their lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Gone!
On 1st and 10, Murray. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Looking to throw, Murray. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. In for the score. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing, finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
But now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
We're go, let's go. Hey, 18. Gotta go.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Bears on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep down. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They give him a gain of 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Oh, partner, there's some...